Hello everybody, I'm Jennifer Cockrum with Craft Therapy at Puddleby Farm, and today we're going to refresh my porch planters for the spring. Now, as I confessed earlier in an earlier video, I have water right here, but I forget to water my plants. I know my mom is just turning over in her grave about that, but I do. So I came up with a different plan for myself, and I'm going to share it with you. Today's products are coming from Nearly Natural, and I'm going to show you how I styled these pots for the spring. The first thing I have is this English ivy, and I'm going to sit it. I have these pots. This one really did have plants in it, and this one has just the soil still in the back. That's one way you can do this. Another way you can do it is to actually put some styrofoam in there and stick them in the styrofoam, but I'm opting for the dirt option. Okay, here we go. So I'm just sticking the English ivy down in the dirt that's already there. That's not wanting to stick too well, but it will when I'm all said and done. Hang it there. Okay. The next thing I got were these white begonias, and I wanted more white begonias, but they were out of them. So I just had the two. Right down in the dirt. And these have been out here for a little while, but I got some additional product. These are wax begonias. So I'm going to show you how they come. They're all kind of smushed, but we're going to unsmush them. So they have these little ties, these little metal like bread ties on them, and then we're just going to pull them all apart. Everything needs to come apart. Spread them out. And I know the leaves are a little squished. You can iron these leaves. Iron being in quotation marks, with a clothes steamer. And I do use the clothes steamer on my wreath florals. I'm just not taking the time to do this today. We've had a little cold snap here, and it's much colder than I thought it was going to be. And for those of you who don't know, I have a hand that has I severed a nerve in my hand. That's a story for another day, but it doesn't like being cold, and it's a little colder than I anticipated out here. Okay, so I got this open, so it's just kind of going every which way, but that's okay. I've got two more, and we'll put them all together, and we'll make it look beautiful. All right, so here comes one. I'm going to stick them right in the back. This one faces the back, so I don't want to waste leaves by having them point to the back and still having people be able to see down into the center of my pot. So I'd rather have everything pointing forward and the big leaves pointing forward. Now I know a real begonia is not going to just point one direction, so having them point a lot of different directions is okay. Here's number two. I got these online at Nearly Natural, and they were having a sale, like a clearance or a 2-for-1 sale. when I bought these. I don't really know how much they will cost now, but they do look really nice, and especially the ferns, which will be the last thing I pull out, look really, really nice. Right now our house is on the market for sale. We were thinking of downsizing, but the buyers aren't agreeing with us. So we may still be here and we may not downsize, and that's okay too, because we love our house. And we have 1.33 acres and we love it. So we'll see. But I wanted the planters to look nice for people coming through the front door. Now our house, I think I've mentioned before, is a little bit different in that most people enter through the kitchen door. But since it's been on the market, most of the buyers and the real estate agents have been coming through the front door. So I wanted to up my game a little bit. Plus, people can see it from the street. We have a beautiful front door, a beautiful porch. That's where I take the pictures of my wreaths, and we're gonna go over that in another video on how I take my pictures for my Etsy shop. Now, if I didn't say it, I am the owner of Craft Therapy at Puddleby Farm, and I have an Etsy shop called Puddleby Farm Designs. I am on YouTube under Puddleby Farm Designs, and Pinterest and Instagram. I think I'm under Craft Therapy at Puddleby Farm. The reason I have Craft Therapy in my name is because I am a therapist. I'm a physical therapist. And when I hurt my hand, I took up crafting as a form of rehabilitation for my nerve injury, which I completely severed the nerve in my hand. So I needed a lot of therapy. Let's go straight down. And that fills in where I didn't quite have enough of the white begonias. But we don't want to hide the white begonias because they're awfully pretty. They look some of the most realistic of the artificial flowers. Okay. Unwrinkle that leaf a little bit. Okay. Now for the ferns. Now I wanted to show you how they come in the box. So they're flat like this. And then they open up and you can shake them out like that. Oops. And I have a little hole right here, and we're going to put it right in that little hole. Way down in the hole. And then I'm going to put the second one in there. I only had one in there to begin with, but I didn't like the way you could see the potting soil. And you can fix that without having to buy two by putting some moss on there. You could use the styrofoam, a piece of styrofoam, and cover it with moss. But I like the way, the fullness that I get with two ferns. Then we're just going to take the fern fronds and we're just going to bend them and let them go all around the pot. Make sure that the pretty side is up, not the ribs, but the leaves are up. I know in a natural fern you're probably going to see some of the ribs, but why settle for ribs when you can see the leaves? Okay. So there you go. It looks rich and opulent. and well cared for and well watered and well taken care of. And all I have to do is maybe sprinkle it off a little bit with some water if it looks dusty. But other than that, it's there and it looks pretty. I have 2 of them. I'll show you the other one over here. And so we'll back up so you can see the whole door. And there you go. That's how I fix my porch for spring.